Hi everyone, let's talk about reading and reading journal articles. It's not an easy thing to do, as you've probably discovered already. Journal articles are written by academics, and part of the goal of these journal articles is to share complicated thoughts, complicated ideas. So coming to them as a reader who's inexperienced in this kind of text can be really challenging. So let me tell you a little bit about some ways you can help yourself here. The first thing to do is to help yourself as a reader get set up for the kind of information you're going to get. What is the story? What is being talked about? And that's why you shouldn't ever bypass the abstract. Okay, the abstract is the author's way of kind of giving you a summary of what's going on. You often see it here at the top of the articles, even before the introduction. If you read the abstract carefully, you'll find information about the context or where the research has been set. You'll find information about how they did the research. For example, was it a case study? Who were the participants? Did they do interviews or questionnaires? And then the last few sentences will always be a really great summary of what they found. We'll have a look at this example here. The data pinpoints 3 issues. This here is the findings of this article in very brief form. If you read the abstract carefully, you should understand what's coming, and that's always a really great way to help you comprehend. You know yourself, if you're going somewhere new and you're looking on a map, it's much easier if you've seen the whole route rather than just looking at what's coming ahead for the next street. Well, that's kind of what the abstract can do for you here. It can give you a map of the whole article. Here's my next hint. After you've read the abstract, read the introduction. And again, just here, focus on what are the very basic ideas that are being shared. Now, this might feel like cheating. That's how one student explained it to me. But after you've read the introduction, my suggestion is to scroll right through the entire article until you come to, it's quite a long one, isn't it? Until you come to the conclusion or the summary. Sometimes it's marked with a heading, sometimes not, like this one. It just says to conclude. Read the conclusion. What you're doing here again is you're giving yourself the starting point and the end point for your map. And then you can go back and fill in all the streets in between by reading the core of the article. In my case, for me reading, that generally helps me to have better comprehension. My other hint is to not highlight or take notes the first time that you read. Read first for meaning, for understanding, and then you'll cut down your time of highlighting and taking notes a lot, because as you go back the second time, you'll have a sense of what is important and what is not important. So spend more time on the reading will help you to spend less time on the highlighting and the taking of notes later on. That's my hint for today.